Hello, I'm back. I'm back to finish my travel journal. So I left it stressing about where to stamp on the inside, and in the end what I decided to do was stamp on some scrap paper that I had, some coffee dye paper, some was just some scraps from the vintage travel journal kit from RachelandBellaCrafts, and what I was planning on doing was just putting the bits around the page just to see where I should stamp, and then I thought, nah, I'll just stick them in. They look quite nice like that, so I'm happy with that. And you know, they stand out after painting the cover with some zinc coloured acrylic paint. And this is what the front cover is looking like. I haven't done anything to this. So what I want to do today is I want to do a front cover on the signature, and the signature is only going to be one signature, and I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with the pages. Am I going to rough them up a little bit, put some pockets and things? The order is pretty set, but I may take some out pages. I may just put some tea dye paper in there as well. So what I want to use for the cover of the signature is this travel journal page, and I'm going to back it with some tea dye paper, but it needs to be bigger than the signature. And of course, as you fold paper here, your pages get bigger and bigger. They sort of come out this way. Now I could cut them down again, but then I will lose paper, and I will also lose some of the prints. If I just show you, like here, it'll cut in there. There are a couple of pages that it will actually affect, so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to cut it down any more than I have to. See, I've already started losing a bit of print there. So I'm going to make the cover slightly, I should say internal cover slightly bigger, using some material that I've got here, which I used on the spine to cover it up and strengthen it. So it's quite a simple process. What I need to do is cut this into strips, stick it along, stick down my backing paper, and then sew all around. But I thought I would come back on the video just to do it with you, and you can see how I end up doing this front cover. So I'm not going to measure. I don't really need the material to be too long, I mean too wide I should say, but I do want it to be equal, and that's not equal at all. Let's start from this side. Hang on. So maybe I'd be better off doing a bit wider strips. But I think as I cut into this, it doesn't seem to want to go straight, so I may actually have to cut it with my fabric scissors. Yes, I think I will. I always get scared using these because they're so expensive. But I think what I'll do, which is the longest side, how long do I need it? So I need to go past here a little bit. Now the only thing I'm thinking of as I'm cutting this is what's the side going to look, you know, what's the edge going to look like? I don't know. Got a nice straight edge there. The other thing I could do is use rotary scissors, you know, like a rotary blade, and I've definitely got a rotary blade here, but I'm not sure where it is. I'll have a quick look. Oh, there we are, but I have no idea how to use it. So if I press like that, it's stuck, and if I press like that, it comes down. Oh, this might be messy. Let's give that a go. That's assuming that I can roll it straight. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Okay, I'll persevere. I don't think I've ever used this. Okay. Just hope it don't roll over my fingers, that's all. I'm so accident prone, it's unreal. It seems to be getting worse as I get older. Okay, that looks alright. I don't think I need to measure, it's about here, isn't it? I'll find the link to this blade and I'll pop it into my Amazon list so you can see where it is. Where to purchase it from, or compare prices with other craft stores that do exist. So if I do it like that now, it's safe. Oh, well, there we are. Glad I remember I had that. Have I done 4 there? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I think I'll do before I glue it down is I will distress the edges. Such a lovely page. The link to the kit, to RachelandBellaCraft's travel journal kit, will be in the description box, so you can have a look at it. One of the things I'm thinking, I'm not sure whether to round the corners or not, because I rounded the cover. And I'm also wondering how much space I've got. No, I don't think I'll round the corners. And I don't really need much of a hangover either on the edges. So if I just put this here to have a look, literally I'm only going to be going over about that much. Okay. Let's get my messy fabric tack. Plenty of glue on. Get the straight edge. Pop that down. Have a look. Yep, that's about as much. I suppose I could snip off the edges if I'm bothered by them. I'll just pop that like that. And I haven't put much glue on because I'm going to sew. Keep the scraps. Okay. I think I'll do the other side, the other long side first. I'm not worrying about the glue seeping through either, because I'm going to be covering it with tea dyed paper. And you've got a few minutes to reposition it. I think that might be a bit too much. No, it's okay that side. I'll use these scissors for the small bits. Like I said, I don't like using my fabric scissors unless I really have to. Glue these smaller bits. I think that's too much. It's hanging over too much. Okay. I'm just going to cut it there for now. I suppose I could cut it underneath and let the other one overlap, but I think I prefer it like that. I'm going to worry about it being straight once I've glued it all on. Last bit, see which bit is straight. That looks okay. What I can do now is make this look straight. It's not quite straight there, is it? I mean, I don't mind it being a little bit wonky, but not so much that that's where the eye lands when you look at it. Oops. It's a little bit wonky there as well. Let's use my big scissors. You're so sensitive. It's not perfect, is it? I'm sure there must be an easier way to do this. If there is, please let me know. I think if I cut it anymore, it's going to get worse. Right, let's see if this is too big. I don't mind a bit of blue showing there, I quite like that actually. It's not perfect, but we're not striving for perfection. Most definitely not. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I did wonder whether to put some trim around it as well. My last piece of trim. I did think of doing something like that, which I think would look pretty. I like it with the holes on the outside like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do the two sides here. Back with the fabric tack. Just going to put a little bit of it on the edge there. I don't have to worry too much because the sewing will do the rest. And that kind of covers the imperfection of the blue as well. It leaves it so you can just see it. Yeah, I quite like that. Oh, here we go. Those darned threads. Right, let's do the other side. Oh no, not that one. This one. Just enough to tack it on. There we go. And then hopefully I've got enough. Now cut in them sort of in between the two edges. Keeping the paper flat. And what I'd probably do with the sewing machine as well is I'll tack those corner pieces just to give them a bit of strength. I'm not going to fold it, I'm just going to leave it like that, so that has a chance to dry. And then I can do the inside. So with the inside, I'm going to just distress the edges a little bit. Okay, and I shall tack that down a little bit, just so it's not sticking up and annoying me. Should have done that before. Okay. Just put a nice layer of glue on this just to stick it down, and I can also put it on the material as well. Okay. Only thing I need to do really is centre it, and I suppose I need to centre it to the material rather than where the page is. And I think what I'll do is I'll use a little bit of fabric tack on the corners. And while I'm doing this, I'm just wondering how I'm going to sew it, because I think I will sew just around the paper edge. Which should capture, let's put this back on. That should catch the ribbon or trim, as well as the material and the paper. Now I'm just looking for my glue rubber, and it's not speaking to me. I don't think I've got it here. Oh yes, I have. This. So if you do get a bit of glue on your page, you can rub it out. Now I'll add this to my Amazon list so you can see the product details. Okay, so what I quite like is that the blue brings out the blue of the lines of the graph paper, and that isn't the reason why I chose graph paper, that's just coincidence. Sometimes happy coincidences do happen. Okay. There's a little bit of a crease there, but I'm not too bothered about that. I just want to check that it looks okay in the journal. You can see a little bit sticking out, but I just think that's quite endearing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this to dry, and then sew around it, and then come back on and do the next steps, which I have written down here. So tea-dye paper, material trim to match front cover, stamp and distress. Okay. I don't think I suppose I could do a little bit of stamping on there maybe. We'll see. And then I've got to sew in the signature. So I'll come back on and do that once all this is dried and I've had a chance to sew.